Yes,
there
sir.
was this client wherein he got engaged to one of the girl
Okay.
recently, and they went to temple together for some rituals. Post that, he went back to his working place, which was out of India, and they had some kind of alterations, and there were some small fights between the groom
Okay.
and the bride, who were not yet married, and that resulted in misunderstandings, and wherein that boy, he was reluctant in getting married to that girl, and finally he said that I don't want to continue with this one. I want to cancel the engagement, and we'll part the ways, and you find some other person to get married. And then the girl and her mother, they filed a complaint in one of the PS.
Okay.
And post that, the complaint was on totally 11 people, including the groom and his
Full family
family
members.
members
Yes.
and sister-in-laws, mother,
Yes,
and
yes,
other
yes.
people.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called, and the girl side was demanding 10 lakhs, approximately 10 lakhs.
All right.
And because the police was also involved, they said, okay, you sit together and finally decide upon one certain amount amicably, and pay whatever the certain amount is. And if you're not going to pay, they will file an FIR, and the case will be on all of you, and you all will be arrested and sent to jail.
Yes.
So one of the advocate, he asked the groom side, the boy side, to file a counter complaint on the girl sides about criminal intimidation and extortion and blackmailing. But the complaint was not entertained. The complaint was filed, but it was not entertained by the PS, the investigation officer, and they said that we cannot take this complaint. You have to approach the same police station where the complaint was written, speak to them, and set things up. So how do we go about this, sir? I mean, because it's something which is most of the times happening with the boys side, and they are reluctant in understanding, like, how does the law help them in this matter? Please elaborate, sir, on this.
See, like whenever the marriage has not taken place, it's only at the time of engagement level. So if the girl side has come up to the police station and filed some kind of case, whether it is outrage of modesty or attempt to rape or rape, any kind of thing, the person will get remanded because it's a cognizable offense, law laid down by the Supreme Court of India, and person has to get remanded, and more people will get implicated. Everybody will be remanded, and it's even difficult to get the case quashed or get a bail as well. So rightly the police has kept it pending and said that you compromise, and they have compromised, and 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, whatever they might have asked and they might have paid, that was a good thing what they have done. But if they fight at the expense of their own peril, then they will lose their jobs, their career will be spoiled, all problems they will be facing, what not, the litigation for 5 or 10 long or 20 long years. So it's a good decision. They have saved their time, and they might have compromised. If they are not, then they can also file a, because police do not register normally complaints against women. So you have to file a private complaint in the honorable trial court and get your FIR referred. Then definitely the trial court will refer such kind of extortion cases. If somebody is blackmailing you, then you can file against them, and once your case is registered before they file a case against you, then you are saved. If your case is registered and again subsequently they will also insist on getting their case registered, then again you are in soup, because both cases will be registered, and you're the loser. If a boy fights with a girl, boy is a loser. If a husband fights with a wife, or wife fights with the husband, wife is the loser. This is what the law is. The laws are in favor of husband, but in other side the laws are in favor of girl, not a wife.
Okay. So one question with regard to the case. In that case, was anticipatory bail better remedy, or I mean, just we had to wait for the complaint to be filed into an FIR? What was better, so?
You should immediately, in such kind of threats, if the police officer, the SHO, is not cooperating with you, you should go to the deputy commissioner of police, or else there are visiting hours with the commissioner of police as well in the city. You can meet them, you can give a representation to them, and go to the trial court and immediately file a section 200 private complaint, and it will be referred within a week or so. Once your affidavit and your oath, the statement on oath, is taken by the magistrate, definitely it can get referred. And the next level is your anticipatory bail, or once that FIR comes into force, then you can go for an anticipatory bail, but you already have a ground that your private complaint is on record, which is predated before them. So it will be an afterthought. What they are trying to do is extortion. Never give up to such kind of extortionists, because there are a lot of people in the country now. Legal resources and the authorities are getting abused. That is called abuse of process of law and abuse of courts. So a lot of people are abusing the authorities or police stations and courts by filing false complaints and all. So you should not get bogged down by such kind of people. You should always stand up and fight with them.
So, just another question, sir. If in such scenarios, like the people will don't want to waste the time and they are worried about their job security is one of the threat what they face, because
Yes.
any such complaint will lead to prison, and once a person goes to jail, there will be a mark on his employment. So again, the boys are very much scared of this kind of thing. So what is the best thing what they can do, because they don't want to fall prey of such extortions or criminal intimidations, wherein they are demanding huge amount of money, wherein the boy is of no fault. I mean, his fault was just that he don't want to get married to that girl. So what is the remedy, what is the procedure of law what they have to follow in such scenarios?
Sir, as I told you, the best thing is to compromise. If you still want to fight at your own risk of losing job and trying for litigation, unlike previous days, has now become very, very expensive. There are even a normal trial court advocates have seen they are charging 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs of fees minimum, because trial has become very expensive now. He has to spend 5 long years, 10 long years on you. So if you go to the high courts also, they are also no less expensive. Even they're also like the advocates fees. Even a junior now, I know some successful advocates with less standing. Earlier they were juniors, now independents. They are also charging lakhs of rupees. So who is less seniors? There's no doubt per appearance they are charging 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 25 lakhs. That is the minimum. So why do you want to waste so much of money and go for litigation? So you sort it out by mediation, arbitration, reconciliation, whatever the word is. End of the day, it is simple terminology. It is compromise. Get rid of litigation. Stay away from litigation. If you really want to fight, then it will be at your own expense. You have to spend lot of amounts of money, because getting justice in the country has become very expensive now, because the lawyers are the most expensive people. If you depend on pro bono advocates, then it's very difficult, or the legal service authority and all, they will not show a lot of interest on you, because they also have hundreds of cases, just like the judges will adjudicate hundreds of cases per day. They also have hundreds of cases to argue. They can hardly spend 5 or 10 minutes on your case, but each and every case properly requires a week's time of preparation for an advocate to conclude it, to bring it to a logical conclusion. So if it's a final hearing, he has to prepare at least for a week. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.